Hello and welcome to Education Drive YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use various AI tools to help you come up with the solutions for your assignment. In this video, we're going to use tools such as Google AI Studio, ChatGPT, and Google's Notebook LM. So these tools are really helpful when it comes to using side by side. Let's say you have a research assignment that you want to work. You may have multiple documents that you would want to go through, read it, and get the insights, but you may not have time to go through each individual document, and it may really consume a lot of your time. So in that case, what you should do, right? So right now, there's a lot of AI tools available, and it's very important that we use these tools in our best favor. So in this video, as an example, I have a research proposal assignment as an instruction for this one that you want to come up with a proposal for your research project. First of all, you would need the title of the research project, an introduction, problem statement, research questions or hypotheses, methodology, significance of the study, expected outcomes, and timeline. Obviously, references. But what if you can use the AI tool to do everything for you? I'm going to show you exactly that, how I used, these question sets, but also some of the resources that I already have in order to come up with the answer and solutions for these projects. First of all, I would like to introduce you to the Google AI Studio. If you have never been to Google AI Studio, it's a Google AI platform just like ChatGPT and other AI models. So you can simply type in Google AI Studio, and once you do that, it will give the Google AI Studio at the top. If you click here, it's gonna open up a dashboard that has different questions and features available for you. But if you have not yet logged into the Google Chrome, then it may ask you to first log into the Google Chrome, and then it would give or show a dashboard that will look something like this. It says, "Welcome to AI Studio." You can basically ask any question here, just like you would in ChatGPT, but this is really the platform where you can do a lot of things. For instance, you can upload various file. You can link your file directly from your Google Drive. You can also record audio. You can also turn on your camera from your computer or your smartphone. You can also attach YouTube videos and start asking questions about that. You can upload sample media. But here, really, what I'm doing here is I have a prompt, as you can also see, that I'm giving this prompt to really use it as an experienced instructor, as well as experienced advisor that will teach me and eventually come up with the writing solution for my assignment, research proposal assignment. And now this is not really to replace what you would do as part of the scholar, but it really gives you the idea about coming up with the research proposal, why that research proposal is relevant to the current context, or if you have questions, you can use it as an assistant to ask questions and get a valuable input that you can improve every day, or as you start collaborating with this AI project, your AI assistant, you get better results. So in this example, I have it to say you are an higher education associate professor / advisor with over 20 years of experience with research focused on instructional design, how people learn, artificial intelligence, and automation, university governance, learning analytics, and big data, and higher education policy and administrations. I really wanted to throw in some kind of topic that I, as an individual, is passionate about. If you're doing your own research on other area, then you could basically input other topic area that you may be interested in. And in the minute, I'll show you how the result would look like, which is really cool. And then I have on the other paragraph, it says, I'm a doctoral student currently enrolled in an independent study course. Your task is to collaborate with me with a research topic and fully develop a research paper throughout this semester. Your task is not only to help and mentor, but also write and develop the project with me. So when I did that, it's just gonna give me the output that says, excellent. It is a distinct pleasure to embark on this intellectual journey with you this semester. Those things, and as you go down, as you scroll down, you see that it has provided me different potential directions as a score. It gives me the option to select the new pedagogy, investigating the impact of generative AI on doctoral level writing and research. That could be one area that I could be focusing on. The other area that it has given me is that governance in the age of automation, a case study of AI implementation in university administration. The third, which says algorithmic accountability, auditing learning analytics for bias in higher education, which is really cool for someone who wants to analyze data in terms of biases in higher education space. I think it's a really cool topic. And if you go down, I mean, it has given me some kind of roadmap for the semester, but down below, I have included my syllabus because I wanted to make sure I provide as detailed information as possible so that the AI that I'm using has enough information before responding. And I said, I provided the new prompt that says, this is great. I'll not now provide you the course syllabus and this week deliverables, including assignment requirement. So I just gave you know, the assignment requirements, whatever I was asked to do, the document that I showed it to you. So this is the assignment requirement that I just copied and pasted there. The AI is going to analyze these, and then it says, excellent. Thank you for providing the syllabus and the detailed requirements for our first week's deliverables. And you see that it has come up with the draft research proposal for our collaborative, it says for our collaborative review, but it kind of gave me the overall written draft of what needs to be in the actual proposal. And the other segment of this assignment was to draft annotated bibliography, which it has given me the draft, but there were areas that I needed to manually go in and check for accuracy, validate these sources really exist and things like that. But as you can see, as we go down, I just provided another input that says I wanted to be more focused on course design and how people learn, and does this how to use Bloom taxonomy in designing courses. Do you think the area is relevant? I wanted to give the AI the hint that I'm more interested in instructional design, and then using Bloom's taxonomy and possibly even integrating AI. And then it gave me the, output that says, this is an excellent and foundational question, and it says the area of how people learn course design and the practical application of theoretical frameworks like Bloom's taxonomy is not just relevant, but it is the bedrock of instructional design and effective pedagogy. It's really cool that it has given me now few more options to choose, right? So it's more becoming collaborative rather than defensive mechanism of how AI would actually respond. And out of these outputs, I really chose the option 2 that says the modern synthesis a framework. I think I gave another output. Let me see. So it says, while I'm working on this project, I want to learn how people learn, the practical way to design a course that can help me as an instructional designer. So I left the options 2. Do you think it is powerful research topic? I just counter question whatever output I was getting. And then it came up with the answer that says, yes, I believe option 2 is an exceptionally powerful research topic. And then it started deep diving into this. It says, expect a draft from me very shortly. I will then need your critical eye and collaborative input to refine them for submission. Let's begin. Says, and I then provided the input that says, okay, please go ahead. Then it started drafting me the entire research proposal, guys. So this is, I think, by far the most powerful tool that any students from any background can really utilize, not to really copy and just use this as an alternative for your own critical thinking, but I think the answer that it provides has a really solid foundation that you can actually look into it and see if this is even relevant, right? So it really saves a lot of time, and in that time you can actually explore what each individual section out of this research paper. For instance, you could be doing your own research about the methodology section while the work is already done. For instance, you may not be already familiar with the literature based theoretical synthesis approach, then you can actually do research on that and things like that. Now, it gave me the draft for annotated bibliography, but when I did try to find these articles in library databases, the citations were not accurate. So we have to be really careful when using such tools, because it can give the right research paper, but the citations that it provides may still be not accurate. So you really want to make sure that these informations are really accurate. So now I'm going to show you how I checked whether whether the citations that it has provided, the summary and evaluation is accurate as per the article. So I will take you to the Notebook LM section. So this is the Notebook LM. It's also the Google's platform. You can do a lot of things with the Google Notebook LM. Before jumping into the project, I'll just give you a quick rundown of what Notebook LM is. So you simply type Google Notebook LM. So if you type that in, you will see the link that says Notebook LM Google, and the first link looks like it's sponsored, but it says Google Notebook LM. If you click here, now you will see the homepage to create a new project. It says understand anything, your research and thinking partner grounded in the information you trust, build with the latest Gemini models. So if you have not ever used Notebook LM, I really, really encourage, because it adds a lot of flexibility in your reading. You can do all kinds of stuff. For instance, summarizing documents, asking specific question related to that document, that you don't have to go through that long pages of PDFs. And you can also, study and get insights from multimodal features. By saying multimodal, I mean you can actually integrate the video link from YouTube. You can upload your own PDF document. You can input your own text file or text input, and then you can analyze. You do your own analysis and get answers on that. And I'll show you in a minute how you can achieve those results. So if you click on Try Notebook LM, it will bring you to the dashboard page. I already have lots of projects that I was already working on, but the one that I'm going to show you is the Summer 2025 Independent Study. But you can also create new. If you create new, it will pop up with the dashboard that says add sources. And that's what I was actually gonna, I was saying about, you can use various way to link your sources. You can add website, you can add YouTube, you can add link, Google Docs, different Google Drive and Google related features. You can add plain text. You can, add copied text and do all kinds of stuff. But when you have sources already uploaded, what you can do here up under the studio section, you can actually generate a podcast. To the left, you have sources. You can add multiple sources, up to 50 file or 50 sources that you can actually add, and that's really cool. Let's say you have long list of pages of documents and you want to do analysis of those 50 pages or 50 documents, you can certainly do so. And it's providing me the summary of what each individual document is saying. But what I was going to show you now here is that let's check whether the summary and evaluation that the document has provided is accurate or not. I'm going to just copy these, and then I'm going to ask, based on the sources, please check whether the content appears in the source. So I just already had copied it. I'm going to paste it here and then ask and see what it does. It's going to take some time to process and give you the output. And if it is not accurate, it will say it's not accurate. And the really cool thing that it does is it's going to look to the actual source that you have on the left. It's not just going to come up with generative content like how ChatGPT and Gemini does it. It will only answer based on whatever you have under sources. And that's really cool. Let's look at what is the output that it has provided. It says, here is an analysis of whether the content of your summary and evaluation appears in the provided source along with the supporting citations. The statement in your summary are directly supported by the source. That's really cool. And it has provided why and how, and it has even given the citations. If you click here, it's going to bring me to the actual source. Where is this actual, content is linking to the source. And that's really cool. So let's look at the evaluation part. So it says the statement in your evaluations describe the role of this source in your project and are supported by the context provided in the source. So it's really cool that you can double check whether the content that is generated by the Google AI Studio is actually relevant to the source. And so these sources, these sources were not provided by the Google AI Studio, but I had gone in individually to the library databases and downloaded each individual sources and then uploaded back into Google Notebook LM. So obviously Google AI Studio is not capable of just going into the library databases and getting you the actual research paper. However, if you go to the library databases of your institution, you can actually obtain these research paper and then upload it here and then validate here with the Notebook LM to see whether the content that is generated, is actually the content from the research paper itself. So this is how you would actually, come up with the annotated bibliography, and I think it's really cool. And you can also do all kinds of stuff with the ChatGPT. Let's say you have the summary and evaluations already ready. But what if these text is not in APA 7 style guidelines and you want to format it so that your writing is actually correct? So what you would do is just copy, and then I would go to ChatGPT, and then I'm going to create a new chat, and I'm going to say review and revise it. Just copy paste, hit enter, and then it's going to provide you the actual output. Now it's this output is in APA 7 the style manual, even though it does not say it here. How? Because I have already customized my ChatGPT to whenever I ask for revision, please follow the academic guidelines. For instance, proper grammar, punctuations, APA 7 style guidelines, and stuff like that. So to do that, you would go to the icon here at the top, click on customize ChatGPT, and then it says what traits should ChatGPT have. Whenever I ask for revision for academic writing, make it APA 7 style. When revising the writing, try to preserve my tone and style of writing while maintaining clarity, grammar, and punctuations. Please avoid changing words for a direct quote and leave the quote phrase as it is. Avoid AI written words that are frequently used whenever possible. So what the ChatGPT does, one of the flaws of the ChatGPT is that if you revise any kind of paragraph that has a quote, like a direct quote, then it's best that you would ask not to revise it because that's a direct quote that you would like to cite. And that's why I have it here with the setting that says, please avoid changing words for a direct quote and leave the quote phrase as it is. And then anything else ChatGPT should know about you. I like my writing revised while keeping my original tone and personality. So I think that's really important because you don't want to lose your own voice and tone of your writing. Even though this is an example that I'm showing from the AI tool, there may be time that you have your own voice, tone, personality in your writing that you don't want it to change, rather improve and, revise it for clarity and grammar situations. So that's why I have it here that says preserve my original tone and personality. If I ask question for knowledge and understanding, he likes to understand things from layman perspective and with example. So this is how I have set up. You can also do so. And it has provided me the revised version that's academic standard as per the APA 7th style guidelines. All right, this is it for this video. If you guys find this video, please consider subscribing and let me know in the comments what other tools that you use for academic writing and academic projects. I would love to learn those and make videos out of it. Appreciate your time. Thank you for watching.